صلو علی محمد و آل محمد. Brothers, please, a kind request to settle down so we can start. صلو علی محمد و آل محمد. Brothers at the back, please do settle down. Thank you. پر محمد و آل محمد صلوات.
صلو علی محمد و آل محمد. ایک اور صلوات پڑھ دیجیے محمد و آل محمد. دعا کرو کہ کوئی، دعا کرو کہ کوئی معجزہ دکھائے حسین، پھر ایک بار ہمیں کربلا بلائے حسین. دعا کرو کہ کوئی معجزہ دکھائے حسین، پھر ایک بار ہمیں کربلا بلائے حسین. نصیب جلد مجھے شاہ کی زیارت ہو، مجھے بھی کاش کسی شب میں یہ بشارت ہو. چلو اٹھو کہ تمہیں آج لینے آئے حسین، پھر ایک بار ہمیں کربلا بلائے حسین. مل کے پڑھے. دعا کرو کہ کوئی معجزہ دکھائے حسین، پھر ایک بار ہمیں کربلا بلائے حسین. وہ جس کا خانہ کعبہ طواف کرتا ہے، وہ جس کی جالیاں جبریل صاف کرتا ہے، وہاں کا مجھے کو بھی جا روب کش بنائے حسین، پھر ایک بار ہمیں کربلا بلائے حسین. دعا کرو کہ کوئی معجزہ دکھائے حسین، پھر ایک بار ہمیں کربلا بلائے. وہ جس کو بانٹنا چاہے وہ بانٹ دے جنت، مجھے خدا کی قسم خلد سے نہیں رغبت. میرا تو کرب و بلا میں ہی گھر بنائے حسین، میرا تو کرب و بلا میں ہی گھر بنائے حسین، پھر ایک بار ہمیں کربلا بلائے حسین.
بیان کیسے ہو مولا کا اختتام سفر، لگے تھے جسم مبارک پہ اتنے تیر و تبر، گرے ضرور زمین پر مگر نہ آئے حسین، پھر ایک بار ہمیں کربلا بلائے حسین۔
اور مقطع پیش کروں؟
جری جہاں کو بتا دو جو ہو سکے کر لے، ہمارا خون بہائے ہمیں شہید کرے، مگر نہ چھوڑیں گے آکاش یہ عزائے حسین، پھر ایک بار ہمیں کربلا بلائے حسین، دعا کرو کہ کوئی معجزہ دکھائے حسین، پھر ایک بار ہمیں کربلا بلائے حسین۔
صلوات علی محمد و آل محمد۔
اے اون محمد، اے اون محمد، اے اون محمد، اے اون محمد، ہے ماں کو یقین تم ماں کی لاج رکھو گے، یہ یاد رہے خیموں میں ہے پیاسے بچے، دریا پہ اگر جانا ہو سہروز کے پیاسو، تم پیاس نہ بجھانا، اے اون محمد، اے اون محمد، اے اون محمد، اے اون محمد، ہر حال میں تم پر لازم ہے شکر خدا کا، اے شہر ہے صبر تمہارا ورثہ، فرزند ہو تم زینب کے شکوہ نہیں کرنا، جب زخم کوئی کھانا، اے اون محمد، اے اون محمد، بنداز میں، اے اون محمد، اے اون، جب سانس تمہاری بچوں ہو ترنے والی، اس وقت سرحانے آئے گی مادر میری، دل کی یہ میری خواہش ہے اس دم میری ماں سے، زخموں کو تم چھپانا، اے اون محمد، اے اون محمد، اے اون محمد، اے اون محمد، قاتل پہ کرم نانا کی طرح کر دینا، یوں لاج میرے بھائی کے نام بھی رکھنا، جو واسطہ دے بھائی کا میدان پہ اس پر तुम तेग ना चलाना ऐ ओनो मोहम्मद ऐ ओनो मोहम्मद है ओनो मोहम्मद ऐ ओनो जब लाश उठा कर खैमे में लाए सरवर ज़ैनब ये बोली अश्कों को अपने छुपा कर मैं भी न तुम्हें रोऊंगी और मेरे लिए भी आंसू न तुम बहाना ऐ ओनो मोहम्मद ऐ ओनो मोहम्मद है ओनो मोहम्मद ऐ ओनो मोहम्मद बुलंद आवाज में ऐ ओनो मोहम्मद ऐ ओनो मोहम्मद
बराए ताजील ज़ुहूर इमाम ज़माना बाज़ बुलंद सलावत।
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Tonight's majlis is sponsored by Mehboob and Zinat Wisanji, Zahira Habib Dewji, the Merchant family, Muhammad Walidina, Fida Khwaja and Seher Rashid, and Tubande Khuda. Please recite Surah Fatiha for marhumins of their families. The names displayed on the screen in all marhumins. Surah Al-Mubarakatul Fatiha. Hyderi membership is due for renewal. Please renew at either desk. Gentle request to refrain from touching the alamans and tabots. This is for your own safety and safety of others. For tabot donation, there is a box provided in front, or you can donate at either desk. Can we now invite Afzal Uncle Somji to say a few words? While Afzal Uncle is making his way, can I request the brothers to please stand up and move forward? Brothers at the back, please do stand up and move forward. Thank you.
Assalamu alaikum jami'an wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Why am I here? It is a personal thing, and normally Hyderi management would not allow anyone to make any personal thing, but it is personal. It is also, even though it's personal to me, I want to share it with my community. I have been blessed this year again to go for ziyarat of Abu Abdullah. Allahumma salli ala Muhammadin wa ali Muhammad. But not just that, I've been there before, but this time, first time in my life, I've been given this chance to do the walk. So why am I here telling you about my personal thing? I, amongst those 20 million people, am just a dot. But even though it is selfish for me to do this work for my own gratification and my own relationship with my mom, I would wish to involve you in this. Now, why am I doing that? I'm doing that because, let's say, for example, that I want you to be part and parcel of that sawab. Not only would I like you to be just that sawab by, say, for example, I'm asking you to make dua for me so that you would get sawab. Fine. But I want, or I wish to involve you in such a way that you benefit from my work. Now, I am not as young as I look. Will I make it? I don't know, but they say it's 90 kilometers from Najaf to Karbala. I am offering you in return for something that I wish you to do for me, which is sponsor me for this walk. Now, how will you benefit? Because if you're going to sponsor me, I am going to offer you tickets, the raffle tickets that you're already probably aware of, which in turn, inshallah, will give you, if you are the first prize winner, ziyarat for Abu Abdullah. If not, at least for every kilometer, it's 90 kilometers. Did I say miles earlier? It's 90 kilometers approximately. So for each mile that I would, or each kilometer, sorry, that I would walk, you have been involved in that, and you not only get sawab. Now, these raffle tickets are for what? They are actually for the development of this incredible project that we have with the new place at Pioneer Place. It's not only, we are going to have the first masjid ever, Shia masjid, I think in Greater London. We're going to have Imam Bargaz, we are going to have sports complex, we are going to have madrasa and hauza there. So for every person taking part in that project, because you have actually put money towards it by sponsoring me for the walk, I will say one thing. Once you have sponsored me, I will try my level best to finish the 90 kilometers myself. But if I'm unable to do so, your sawab will not be affected. Yeah? So please, tonight, I beg of you, because I've been given this opportunity, I didn't want to make it selfish. I want to involve my community with it. So, my sisters and my brothers, my ulama, my youngsters, my brothers, my sons, daughters, please get a raffle ticket from me or from the desk there. And when you do, just say it is for the walk, so that they can write that word walk on it. And you, until such time that that project will carry on, whether you're alive or dead, your sawab is guaranteed, inshallah. Would I be right, Maulana, in saying that your sawab is guaranteed, inshallah? Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Thank you, Afzal Uncle. Before I invite the Sheikh, please again, a gentle request to please move forward. There's a lot of space in between here. Sallu ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad.
رحم الله من يقرأ الفاتحة. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين. صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم المغضوب عليهم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم والحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على أشرف المرسلين حبيب إله العالمين أبي القاسم محمد صلى الله عليك يا مولانا يا أبا عبد الله صلى الله عليك يا ابن رسول الله صلى الله عليك يا ابن أمير المؤمنين صلى الله عليك يا ابن فاطمة المظلومة ما خاب من تمسك بكم وأمن من لجأ إليكم يا ليتنا كنا معكم سادتي فنفوز والله فوزا عظيما. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان اللعين الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. إن الله لا يغير ما بقوم حتى يغيروا ما بأنفسهم. آمنا بالله صدق الله العلي العظيم. For the love of Abba Abdullah, with the loudest of our voices, صلوا على محمد وآل محمد. اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد. For the hastening of the reappearance of our beloved Imam, with the loudest of our voices, صلوا على محمد وآل محمد. اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد وعجل فرجهم. Once again, we thank Almighty Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala for gracing us with this wonderful moment on this safe night of the holy month of Muharram. We pray to Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala to continue to inspire us with the true teachings of Abba Abdullah al-Husayn alayhi salam. Last night, if you recall very well, mu'mineen and mu'minat, our discussion was on ethical leadership. And we look at practical steps on how to perfect our leadership styles or leadership skills. The verse I've just quoted is part of a long verse, Quran 13 verse 11. I'm sure most of us know this verse. إِنَّ اللَّهَ لَا يُغَيِّرُ مَا بِقَوْمٍ حَتَّى يُغَيِّرُوا مَا بِأَنفُسِهِمْ. Indeed, Allah will not change the conditions of people until and unless they change what is in themselves, meaning what is in your heart. If you change your heart, then Allah changes your condition. You do not change your heart, your conditions will not be changed by Allah. Now, departing from this beautiful verse, our topic of tonight is successful personality in the words of Ahlul Bayt alayhim salam. And the examination is of the following stages. The first stage will look at the reality of success and the types of success. Second stage will then focus on the principles of success and the practical steps towards achieving success in the sight of Almighty Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala. And then the last stage of our examination will focus on success in the words of Ahlul Bayt. We'll look at how Ahlul Bayt theoretically and practically taught and achieved success. You know, we all sitting here as human beings. Allah blessed us with fitrah. And I and you know very well the reason for fitrah we discuss. Conscious and conscious mind, isn't it? Fitrah urges us to seek perfection. And the highest form of perfection is what? To get closer to Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala. Once you get there, then you can regard yourself or put your hand on your chest and say, I am indeed successful. Now let's begin with our examination. What's the reality of success? Because we all talk and discuss about success. And every single human being, our ambition is to achieve success, is to be called successful in whatever we do in life. Be it our professions, our studies, we all yearn to achieve success. You know, to understand and appreciate success, I would like us to focus on two terminologies. First, fawz. فَأَفُوزَ فَوْزًا عَظِيمًا. So the word fawz is from the fawz simply means to win. To win something. You are involved, say, in a competition, and you win, meaning you are faiz. So I would like to be next to Ahlul Bayt so that I become a winner. So let's look at this terminology, fawz. And the other terminology is an-najah. Najah, success. Arab will tell you fawz can also mean success. So scholars, when they examine and dissect success, they look at these two terminologies for people to appreciate what success is all about. When we talk of fawz, fawz simply means temporary success or sensory success or sensory tastes. It's like you're so exhausted from work and it's so hot and someone offers you a glass of cold water. What does it do? It quenches your thirst, isn't it? How long does it last? Few minutes, 1 hour, the taste of that water, of that juice will go away. It's a success, it's a win, but it's a temporary success. It's a temporary taste. The other one is an-najah. An-najah is not just temporary success, it's permanent success. It is intellectual taste. So scholars, when they define success, they say success is nothing but intellectual taste, as opposed to sensory tastes. Typical example, you're looking for mas'ala, say in fiqh, or you are a student who is preparing or writing his thesis or dissertation. You're looking for something, you've been trying every nook and cranny, but things are not coming your way. After some time, you come across what you're looking for. How do you feel? Feel good, isn't it? That's intellectual taste. That's what success is all about. You work for success. It doesn't come cheap. You have to strive for it. As we mentioned before, to go to Allah is not easy. You have to strive for it. And the Quran is very clear. وَالَّذِينَ جَاهَدُوا فِينَا لَنَهْدِيَنَّهُمْ سُبُلَنَا وَإِنَّ اللَّهَ لَمَعَ الْمُحْسِنِينَ. Indeed, those who strive in our way, we will hold their hands and take them to our way. Success, something you have to work for. Now, success or successful person is made up of 4 major features. Kindly pay attention to these features. Anyone who is regarded successful in Islam is of 4 major features. The first one, that person is shakhsiyatun hadifa. He or she is a purposeful personality. You cannot claim to be successful when you do not know your aim and purpose in life. Balil insan, Quran says, ala nafsihi basira. Why can't insan looks at him or herself? Look at yourself. وَفِي أَنفُسِكُمْ أَفَلَا تُبْصِرُونَ. In yourselves, can't you see? A successful personality is a purposeful personality. You must have an aim in life. You're sitting here next to me. Lover and follower of Abu Abdullah. What's your aim about Abu Abdullah? What is it that you want to achieve by coming to the majlis of Abu Abdullah? What is it that you want to achieve by demonstrating your practical love for Abu Abdullah? You must have an aim and objective. Things cannot work haphazardly. Second feature of a successful personality is what? He is sakin and mutma'in. It's a tranquil personality. He or she is chilled, is at peace. Because he knows, and she knows, I have my hadaf in life. This is my garad. And I'm working towards achieving my garad. What's the problem? I'm chilled. I may have issues, but I'm okay. Because I know where I'm going. That's the second feature. The third feature of a successful personality is in touch. A successful personality is productive. Different between being active and being productive. Not everyone who is active is productive, but every productive is active. People can spend hours being active, and at the end of it is zero. Purposeful personality or successful personality is productive. Such as features. We'll look at practical ways of achieving this. And the last but not least feature of a successful personality is what? He or she lives his or her life. Delivers in this life. Understood the essence of this life. Now there are two types of success. We have a relative success and we have true success. Relative success, something might be success to you and might not be success to you. You go to some other countries, they've got what they call success. And others have what they call success. So that's what scholars call relative. But the true success, people don't differ around it. And it is based on these features that we have just outlined. And let's go to the second stage of our examination. Principles of success. Kindly pay attention, my dear brothers and sisters. The first principle of success, and this is from psychological perspective. We'll look at Ahlul Bayt later, inshallah. It's a great scholar by the name Brian Teresi. He wrote a book in psychology of success. 9 principles of success. The first principle is what we mentioned earlier on. Tahdidul hadaf. You must have aim in life. You cannot go about your life without having aim. You must have intellectual aim, spiritual aim, social aim, physical, material aim. You must have aim in life. And he said to have aim in life, you need to meet certain criteria. He said the first one, you must have a roadmap in your life. After having a roadmap, you must know how you're going to go through those roadmaps. And number 3, you must realize that you have the capability to achieve it or not. And then number 4, you continue doing it. So the first principle of success is hadaf, tahdidul hadaf. Identify your aim in life, especially talking to our dear youth. Sit somewhere, reflect on your life, identify your aim. What is it that you want to achieve this year? And I want you to look at it holistically. Don't just look at your study alone or your family alone. Look at it holistically. And the point of departure should be Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala. Whatever you do in life, it should revolve around Allah Azza wa Jalla. Otherwise, it defeats the purpose. Allah should be pivotal and central to whatever we do. So when we talk of identifying your aim, Allah should be there. Because that is one department we all struggle in. The second principle of success is what? Tahdidul awlawiyat. What are your priorities in life? You must have a priority in life. You coming here tonight, what's your priority? You going to study, what's your priority? That work you do, what's your priority? Without identifying your priority, you will not achieve any success. The third principle is what? Athika to be that. You have to believe in yourself. Believing in oneself is not a gurur. What is gurur? Is to conceal your aib and then raise your shoulder as if you are forced to reckon with. That's gurur. But believing in yourself, know what? Allah has given me the potential. I'm able to do it. And I'm going to do it. The sky is the limit. That is athika bin nafs. Now, those who have young children, let me add something here for you. You see, when you have children, very young, there are certain features in children. If you do not know how to handle those features, you will destroy your children. First feature, no big deal. Children, they love to play. That's no big deal. Second feature of a child, they like to be loved. If you have children and you don't invest your time in them, they will look for love somewhere else, especially girls. This has been proven psychologically and religiously. The third thing about children is what? They're not scared of danger. They're not scared of danger. You put it here, they will pull it down. They're not scared. And the last feature of children is what? They can just talk. Sometimes parents will come and share. My son is just talking like that from school, so not leaving. So this third and fourth one, if parents become so harsh, you know what you are doing? You're going to kill and destroy their confidence. And number two, they become paranoid and they will accept to everything in future. They can't say no. So a figure with that, believing in oneself is natural thing. It's in every child. So you want to achieve success in whatever you do, even in Islam, you need to believe in yourself. You can establish Salatul Layl for 40 nights. Believe in it. You need to believe in yourself. You will not give Quranic recitation a miss every day. Believe in yourself. You will do it. But if you don't believe in yourself, then you cannot achieve it. So that's the third principle. The fourth principle is what? Determination. Effort. You know, there's this lady, American lady, Angela. She was a mathematician, great mathematician. Then she decided to become a psychologist. And she did a lot of work in psychology. She was given a task to go to military institution to survey and see who are successful and who are not. So when she released, I read this report. When she released this report, you know what she said? She said, what I've realized is that smart people are, in most cases, not successful. Those who achieve success are not that smart, but they work very hard. Somebody may be talented. In most cases, people who are talented don't take things serious. So with the effort, with the determination, you achieve success. And it's a principle of success. And you will see it in the teachings of Ahlul Bayt later on, inshallah. Another principle of success from the teaching of this psychologist is what, my dear brothers and my dear sisters? Is that decide. Iltizamul karar. Just decide. Not too much was. Decide, do it. You know what Imam Ali said? In khifta min shay'in fat'a fi fa inna intizaraka lahu ashaddu min uqu'ika fi. I mean, we said, when you become anxious or scared of doing things, that's the time you should do. Because you waiting for it is more dangerous than doing it. So you have to decide. Why do you want to wait tomorrow? Just do it. It is in your mind. You have planned for it. Do it. Go for it. You want to serve the community? Go for it. You want to teach? Go for it. You want to begin Salat al-Layl? Start now. Go for it. Don't keep postponing. But last but not least principle from this scholar is that as you go about trying to navigate your way in achieving success, remember there are certain things in your life that have right over you. And this is as per the traditions of Ahlul Bayt. That inna li rabbika alayka haqq, wa li jismika alayka haqq, wa li ahlika alayka haqq, fa alayka an tu'ti kulla dhi haqqin haqqa. So you should know that your Lord has right over you. And your body has right over you. But don't forget, your family also have right over you. So as you go about doing whatever you want to do to achieve your success, do not forget that body has rights, family has rights, and at the same time, Allah has right over you. You know, in community organizing, we studied anyone who serve community or you do something outside, you need to be able to create a balance between personal and public interest. Otherwise, you'll burn out. You'll burn out. Even ibadah, Allah says, certain time, take a rest. Let alone serving the community. So whatever you want to achieve in life as success, remember, this body has right to rest. Otherwise, you will burn out. When you will burn out, you will not be productive the way you would like to be. So these are the principles mentioned by this psychologist. The next stage of the examination is what? Steps towards achieving success. Then we will enter into Amirul Mu'mineen and Ahlul Bayt. Steps towards achieving success. Number one, al-wa'i. Awareness. What is it that you want to achieve? Are you aware about it? You know, scholars always, and I'm sure some of you heard this before, differentiate between ilm and ma'rifah, isn't it? Ma'rifah is higher than ilm. Think about it. Ma'rifah consists of three things. Consists of three things. What, why, and how. That's ma'rifah. What is salat? How is salat performed? And why salat? Once you have these three ma'lumat, then you have a ma'rifah. Otherwise, you don't have ma'rifah. So when you talk of having wa'i, being aware of what you are doing, you should know that this aim and objective that I have in my life, I know the how, the what, and the why of it. If you know it, then you are on your way towards achieving success. It's the first step. Second step, if you truly want to achieve success, channel your love towards one particular aim in life. You know, you want to achieve this. I want to achieve that. I want to do this. I want to do that. No. Channel your hope, your ishq towards one thing. And do it well, like the way the Holy Prophet mentioned. That Allah wants to see a servant, when he does something, he or she does it with perfection. So if you truly want to achieve success in whatever you are aiming at, channel your energy and channel your hope, love towards one thing. You want to channel love here, you want to channel love there, you want to channel love there, you will not achieve it. And by the time you realize, you've wasted a lot of time, you've wasted a lot of energy. So it's very, very important you are able to channel your love towards one particular thing and achieve it properly. And another step, if you truly want to achieve success, is what? Make the best out of your time. We waste a lot of time. Iktinamul fursa. Wallah, you see how people waste time? Non-productive. You want to achieve success, then you have to be top when it comes to time management. Iktanimul fursa. فَإِنَّ الْفُرْسَ تَمُرُّ مَرَّ السَّحَابِ. Take advantage of time. Otherwise, it passes like a cloud. It goes. Now let's come to Ahlul Bayt. Because our path are Ahlul Bayt. Our salvation is with Ahlul Bayt. Allah began with them and He will end with them. Without them, we are nothing. So it's important, whatever we do, we take it from them. You know, Ahlul Bayt showed and taught success in two ways: theoretically and practically. And sometimes when you read these teachings of these psychologists, and then you look at Ahlul Bayt and say, Ya Allah, Ahlul Bayt, mashallah. Different level. Different level. Amirul Mu'mineen, alayhi salam, taught on so many occasions on how one should achieve success in his or her life. First, Amirul Mu'mineen mentioned, have an aim, like the way we mentioned earlier on. Aim. And Imam Ali said, Man awma'a ila mutafawitin azalatuhul hila. He said, whoever divide his mind in so many things, you want to touch this one, Salatul Layl, this, that, at the same time, multitasking, you want to do everything. Imam Ali says, you will remain confused. Identify one thing. Some came to me a few nights ago. Sheikh, I'm struggling with spirituality. I want to do Salatul Layl. I start 1 week, I stop. I want to start reciting Quran. I start one. I said, no. Quran, do one verse every day. Salatul Layl, you can't wake up, do before you go to bed. You can't do all, do Shafi and water. Amirul Mu'mineen said, just focus, do one thing. Number two, teaching from Imam Amir Mu'mineen is what? You have to be positive about yourself. And he said, Tafa'alu bil khayri tajiduhu. Be proactive in doing good. You will find good at your doorstep. Yani Amir al-Mu'mineen alayhi salam is fire. Be positive about yourself. Don't inflict injuries on yourself. Don't blame yourself. Don't undermine yourself. Love yourself. But of course, don't be arrogant. But you have to be positive. If you're not positive, you'll not achieve anything. And most especially in spiritual world. Number three, lesson from Amir al-Mu'mineen is what? Al-istifada min al-tajarub. Benefit from your own personal experiences in life. Because Imam says, whoever fails to benefit from his or her own experience, no consolation or advice will benefit that person. You have to benefit from your own experience. You've done so much in your life. Some you were successful, some you were not. So Amirul Mu'mineen alayhi salam is saying that benefit from your own personal experience. How you fell and rose, how you fell and rose. Benefit from that. Number three, Amirul said what? Benefit from the people of Hyderi. People who are expert, people who've got them understanding of what you are trying to achieve. And on so many occasions, look at these traditions of Amirul Mu'mineen alayhi salam. He said, Man shawara nasa sharakahum fi uqulihim. He said, whoever consults people, he has combined his intellect to their intellect. Consult. You struggling. Find out. In one riwayah, Amirul said, Man istabadda bi ra'yihi halaka. Whoever stick to his or her own opinion without consulting, he or she will perish. Consult. This from Amir al-Mu'mineen alayhi salam. And the next lesson of achieving success from Imam Amir al-Mu'mineen alayhi salam is what? My dear brothers and sisters, quwwatul irada. You must develop your resilience. You must develop your willpower. And there are things when you do, definitely it will destroy your willpower or it will build your willpower. A typical example of that from Amir al-Mu'mineen alayhi salam. Because of his willpower, he agreed to be on the bed and the mat of the Holy Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So you have to develop. But the next two is interesting from Imam Ali. Amir al-Mu'mineen said, you want to achieve success? Know the people you hang around with. You know, there's a theory. You call it theory of attraction. It has not been developed into proper knowledge, but it is there out there. You can Google. What does this theory say? It says human beings get to attract people of their likes and types. So if you are, somebody who loves football, you will attract people who love football next to you as friends. Somebody, you like Quran, Ahlul Bayt, you'll see your friend cycle will be people of that sort. So Amirul Mu'minin is telling us, you want to achieve success? Look at people around you. Anil mar'i la tas'al wa absil karinahu fa kullu karinin bimakaran yaktadi. Imam Ali said, say you meet this gentleman and you truly want to know about him. I'm just paraphrasing. He said, don't go to him and ask him. Look at his friends. You can conclude about him. He said, birds with the same wing or feathers flock together, isn't it? And the last one, Imam Ali said, you want to achieve success? Learn to keep secret. اطلبوا قضاء حوائجكم بالكتمان فإن كل ذي نعمة محسود. Rasulullah. He said, seek the fulfillment of your legitimate desires by keeping secret of that. Because every blessed will attract envy. Let people see later when you are successful. You see, Amir al-Mu'minin did not just say this. He practically achieved success in his life on different levels. The first level, he achieved success intellectually. You have to strive to achieve success intellectually when it comes to your knowledge. Today, people don't read. People don't read. Have a small library in your house as a lover and follower of Ahlul Bayt. Mini library of Islamic books. Amirul Mu'minin achieved intellectual success. The second success, Amirul Mu'minin was what? Spiritual success. Imam Zain al-Abidin was sitting next to his beloved son, Imam al-Baqir alayhi as-salam. And he said to Imam al-Baqir, A'tini sahifat a'amal Amir al-Mu'minin. Give me the book of the a'amal of Amir al-Mu'minin. Imam Zain al-Abidin asked Imam al-Baqir to bring the book to him. So Imam al-Baqir brought the book. And they were looking at it, they got exhausted. You know what Imam Zain al-Abidin said? Man yakdiru ala ibadatika ya Ali. Who will be able to get to the level of your ibadah, O Ali? So he achieved spiritual success. I and you should also yearn to achieve spiritual success. Not only that, Amir al-Mu'minin, he achieved success in mentoring people. You know, one of my biggest headache personally, when I'm a resident alim, is that when I go, will I leave people that I'm able to develop? Challenges me, wallahi. Because if you are a resident alim or a leader and you are at the helm 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, you go, you are unable to develop someone, that is a sign of failure. Amir al-Mu'minin achieved that by developing Qawaid, they call. Look at his beloved companions. He developed them because they were khawasul khawas, like the Prophet did. Prophet will look at his companions. This is khawas. These are special. These are general. This is special. And he was giving them lessons according to their capabilities. Likewise, as a leader of a community, you must leave lasting legacy. Mentor people, develop them so that you can sleep well. When you go to your qabr, you know you've done due diligence to the position given to you. So Amir al-Mu'minin achieved that success. And last but not least, Amir al-Mu'minin alayhi salam achieved success in building his state. He built it in Kufa. You all know very well. So the garage of tonight's discussion is what? Mu'minin and mu'minat. Looking at what we've discussed in the previous night, is to invite you to say, your destiny, your success in no one's hand but you and you alone. And I want us to intend to compete with ourselves in reaching Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala. It is in your hand. And time flies. Time is going. This is the 6th night of Muharram. By the time you realize, Ashura is over and we will be heading towards Arba'iniyah. Have an aim, an objective in life. If you do not have one, reflect on this tonight. Because without it, you can achieve. And you know, my passion more is your spiritual aim and intellectual aim. Put it there and start working on it. We take our hearts to the holy land of Karbala. And tonight we remember 2 great products of Abu Abdullah. Muhammad and Aun are products of the mentoring of Abu Abdullah al-Husayn alayhi salam. Let us take our hearts to that moment on the 10th day of Muharram. As Arbabul Maqatil mentioned, on the 10th day of Muharram, there was a beautiful display of motherhood. Mothers were competing to give their children to Abu Abdullah al-Husayn alayhi salam. First example is al-Banin al-Arba, isn't it? al-Banin gave her 4 sons to Imam al-Husayn alayhi salam. Second example is Layla. Layla gave Ali al-Akbar to Abu Abdullah al-Husayn alayhi salam, isn't it? Third example is Ramla. Ramla gave Shah Qasim to Abu Abdullah al-Husayn and other sons of Imam Hasan al-Mushtaba. And then of course, a lady gave 6-month-old baby to Abu Abdullah. Other scholars will always write in their books, the best of all mothers on the day was Sayyidah Zainab alayha salam. Sayyidah Zainab gave 2 beautiful sons, Muhammad and Aun, to Abu Abdullah al-Husayn alayhi salam. How difficult was it for Zainab to see the horses trampling on the body of Aun? How difficult was it for Zainab to see arrows around the neck of Muhammad? Narration said, Zainab on the eve of Ashura called Muhammad and Aun. She said to them, "Oh my beloved sons, will you make me proud tomorrow?" They looked at Sayyidah Zainab alayha salam and they said to her beloved mother, to their beloved mother, "Mom, we will make you proud because we are the sons of Ja'far al-Tayyar and we are the sons of Ali ibn Abi Talib and we were trained by Abul Fadl al-Abbas alayhi salam." Sayyidah Zainab looked at them and she smiled. She said to them, "I love you and I'm proud of you." And that is why Al-Luhuf mentioned in his book, when Sayyidah Zainab returned back to the holy city of Medina, the first room she entered was the room of Muhammad and Aun. She saw their mattresses and the bed, and Sayyidah Zainab chanted and called out, "They may have taken your joys from my eyes, but they cannot remove it from my heart." Allahu Akbar. Now on the 10th day of Muharram, Sayyidah Zainab alayha salam instructed Muhammad and Aun, "Go to Abu Abdullah for permission to go and fight and defend." Sayyida Zainab sent these two beautiful sons. When they got to Abu Abdullah al-Husayn, narration mentioned, tears began to overflow from the eyes of Abu Abdullah. Because Abu Abdullah remember this time with Imam Hassan al-Mushtaba when they were young in those battles alongside Amir al-Mu'mineen alayhi salam. Abu Abdullah was standing and he was looking at Sayyida Zainab and he remembered the wasiyah of Fatima al-Zahra alayhi salam. Oh Hussein, do not break the heart of Zainab. Abu Abdullah looked at Muhammad and Aun. He said to them, Muhammad and Aun, stay back and look after your mother. They said, oh uncle, our mom asked us to come and support you. He said to them, when I lost my grandfather, your mother was there for me. When I lost my mother, Fatima al-Zahra, and you know how he lost their mother, isn't it? When they pushed the door on Fatima, and the door broke the ribs of Fatima, he said to them, when I lost my mother, Fatima al-Zahra, your mother Zainab was there for me. Allahu Akbar. And he said to them, when I lost my father Amir al-Mu'mineen, your mother Zainab was there for me. The next one is helpful, isn't it? When I lost my brother Hassan al-Mushtaba. You know the loss of Imam Hassan? Carrying the body and arrows on the body. Said to them, when I lost my brother Hassan al-Mushtaba, your mother Zainab was there for me. If I allow you to go, Muhammad and Aun, who will be there for your mother Sayyida Zainab alayhi salam? Muhammad and Aun returned back to Sayyida. Sayyida held Muhammad and Aun and she began to approach Abu Abdullah. When she got to Abu Abdullah, narration mentions, she said, oh Hussein, why don't you want my children to come and join you? Abu Abdullah looked at Sayyida Zainab as if he knew what was going to happen to her in Bazar Sham. Abu Abdullah said to Zainab, oh my Jan, Zainab, who will be there for you after me? But you know, Zainab began to converse with her beloved brother Abu Abdullah. Arbabul Maqatil mentioned, she mentioned few lines and those lines broke the heart of Abu Abdullah. She said, wow Hussein, wow Hussein. You remember what happened during the Battle of Siffin? When our brother Abbas was younger and he fought until our father was proud of Abbas. Abu Abdullah said, yes Zainab, I remembered. Then she said to Abu Abdullah, have you remembered that Abbas was of the age of Mohammed and Ahlul? But the second line, when she said it, it broke the heart of Abu Abdullah. So Zainab said, Ya Abu Abdullah, oh my Hussein, don't you want my mother Fatima al-Zahra to be proud of me? Like the way our brother say in Urdu, this is my pursa. This is my hadiyah for Fatima al-Zahra. Oh Hussein, Bibi Fatima will be proud of Layla because Akbar is going. She will be proud of Ramla because Qasim will be going. She will be proud of Bibi Rabab because Asgar will go. Oh Abu Abdullah, if you deny Muhammad and Aun, I will have nothing to show my mother. Allah, Arbab al-Maqatil mentioned that broke the heart of Abu Abdullah. And Abu Abdullah granted permission, but you know how they fought together. They supported one another. They defended each other. When Umar ibn Sa'ad saw how they were fighting and defending, he called out, these are the sons of Ali and the sons of Ja'far. Do not allow them to fight one to one. Go surround their body. That was the moment when the enemies came and surrounded the bodies of Muhammad and Allahu Akbar. They began to hit them from all over. One narration mentioned they attacked Aun. When Aun was falling down, Muhammad jumped to support Aun. When Muhammad went to support Aun, they shot Muhammad. Muhammad fell down. Narration said when Aun was on the ground struggling, he called out, Assalamu alayka ya Aba Abdullah. Abu Abdullah began to rush towards the body of Muhammad and Aun. When he got to the body of Aun, Aun looked at Abu Abdullah. You know what he said to Abu Abdullah? Oh, uncle, are you proud of us? But the second line, you know what he said to Abu Abdullah? Oh, uncle, tell our mother we did not drink water. That is why narration mentioned Zainab never shed tears in Karbala. Zainab never cried in Karbala. Even Wallah, when you read it, it said when she returned to Karbala from Sham, she never cried for Muhammad around. The only time she cried was when she got back to Medina. And when Zainab was asked, why didn't you cry? She said, because there was no one to cry for Abu Abdullah. ألا لعنة الله على القوم الظالمين إنا لله وإنا إليه راجعون إلهي رضا بقضائك وتسليما لأمرك.
तेगों से जख्मी हुए खून में तड़पते हुए ओनो मोहम्मद मेरे हाय अजल आ गई मौत तुम्हें भा गई किसकी नजर खा गई ओ नो मोहम्मद मेरे अरमा था बहु पोते का हाय ये क्या हो गया दिल में मेरे रह गया ओ नो मोहम्मद میرے شادی کے کپڑے جو ہے کس کو وہ پہناؤں میں روتی کھڑی میں یہاں اونو محمد میرے بیاہ نہ میں نے رچا دل کا نہ مطلب ہوا برباد ہوئی میں یہاں اونو محمد میرے زینب نے رو کر کہا اونو محمد میرے اونو محمد میرے اونو محمد میرے یا حسین 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 مل کے پڑھیں یا حسین 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 حیا علی خیر العمل حیا علی خیر العمل حیا علی خیر العمل حیا علی خیر العمل یا حسین یا حسین مل کے یا حسین یا حسین جعفر تیار ہے حیدر قیار ہے اون محمد میرے اون محمد میرے جعفر تیار ہے حیدر قیار ہے اون محمد میرے اون محمد میرے جعفر تیار ہے حیدر قیار ہے اون محمد میرے اون محمد مل کے پڑھے ماشاءاللہ جعفر تیار ہے حیدر قیار ہے اون محمد میرے اون محمد میرے جعفر تیار ہے حیدر قیار ہے اون محمد میرے اون محمد میرے جعفر تیار ہے
اون محمد
میرے شاہ سے بولی میرے بھائی سنو شاہ سے میں ہے اون محمد میرے اون محمد میرے جعفر تیار ہے حیدر قیار ہے اون محمد میرے محمد میرے جعفر تیار ہے، حیدر قرار ہے، ماشاء اللہ
محمد میرے
شاہ سے بولی بہن اے میرے بھائی سنو، شاہ سے بولی بہن اے میرے بھائی سنو، جنگ کے میدان میں پہلے تھے محمد میرے جعفر تیار ہے، حیدر قرار ہے، محمد میرے نام مولا مل کے پڑھے ماشاءاللہ، جعفر تیار ہے،
حیدر قرار ہے،
محمد میرے
محمد میرے
ان کی ہوئی پرورش سائے میں عباس کے، ان کی ہوئی پرورش سائے میں عباس کے، رن میں انہیں دیکھ کے کیوں محمد میرے جعفر تیار ہے،
حیدر قرار
ماشاءاللہ محمد میرے محمد میرے جعفر تیار ہے، حیدر
قرار ہے، محمد میرے محمد میرے
پیاس کی شدت سے ہے کٹ رہے قلب و جگر، پیاس کی شدت سے ہے کٹ رہے قلب و جگر، پانی نہیں لائیں گے اپنے لبوں میرے جعفر تیار جعفر تیار ہے، حیدر قرار ہے، محمد میرے محمد میرے جعفر تیار ہے، ماشاءاللہ جیو ماتمی
محمد میرے محمد میرے
نانا ہے شیر خدا دادا ہے فخر زماں، نانا ہے شیر خدا دادا ہے فخر زماں، باپ شجاع عرب ثانی محمد میرے جعفر تیار ہے، حیدر قرار ہے، محمد میرے محمد میرے جعفر تیار ہے، محمد میرے محمد میرے جعفر جیو ماتمی ماشاءاللہ
حیدر قرار ہے، محمد میرے محمد میرے
باخدا سلمان ہے محمد میرے محمد میرے جعفر تیار ہے، حیدر ماشاءاللہ محمد میرے جعفر تیار We have arrived in Karba Labbaik Wait for the verse to finish, then do matam on Labbaik ya Hussain. Labbaik ya Hussein, all my people I have left, from my city I have fled, tears in my eyes, hand on chest, oh your place is so. Ya Hussein, labbaik ya Hussein, labbaik ya Hussein, labbaik ya Hussein. We have arrived in Karbala.
We have arrived in Karbala.
Labbaik ya
Hussein.
To the world my love is praised, to my heart your name it pains. Oh Karbala, your scent we crave, for you I would walk. We have
We have arrived in Karbala.
labbaik ya Oh, the passion I do show, in me love seeds you have sown, pour out within me does flow. You're the moon within the night. Hussein. Karbala.
We have arrived in Karbala.
Karbala, labbaik.
Labbaik ya Hussein.
How patient can one man be? Oh, Abbas can't bear to see the children weak and thirsty. Alone he was up. Ya Hussein, labbaik ya Hussein, labbaik ya Hussein, labbaik ya labbaik ya Hussein. We have arrived in, with the loudest of the voices, we have arrived in Karbala.
We have arrived
In Karbala.
ya
Hussein, labbaik ya Hussein.
Labbaik ya
Hussein, in your kingdom, in your place, I search for the blessed face that will save us all one day. One who will avenge Hussein, the radiant light he retains. Darkness to light he will change. How we call for you today. Return to us, Mahdi, we pray. لبيك يا حسين 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 Hussein, we have arrived in Karbala. We have arrived.
We have arrived in
Karbala, labbaik ya Hussein. Hussein, all my people I have left, from my city I have fled, tears in my eyes, hand on chest. Oh, your place is sanctity, in your for you the angels crawl. لبيك يا حسين لبيك يا حسين لبيك يا حسين لبيك يا حسين. We have arrived in Karbala. We have arrived
Karbala. We have arrived in Karbala.
لبیک
Ya
گھبرائی ہے زینب آیا ہے مدینہ گھبرائی ہے زینب آیا ہے مدینہ گھبرائی سب مل کے نام مولا آیا ہے مدینہ ہے گھبرائی ہے زینب
Medina.
حجروں حجروں میں جو جاؤں گی میں اس دل کو ماشاء اللہ ہے گھبرائی ہے زینب آیا ہے مدینہ ہے گھبرائی
آیا ہے مدینہ
اہل مدینہ تو خاموش ہی رہنا زینب سے خدا را تو ایک لفظ نہ کہنا جو سانسیں بچی ہے کھو دے گی حسینہ گھبرائی ہے زینب آیا ہے مدینہ ہے گھبرائی ہے زینب آیا ہے مدینہ گھبرائی ہے زینب آیا ہے مدینہ ماشاء اللہ جیو ماتمی سارے مل کے نام مولا آیا ہے مدینہ ہے گھبرائی ہے
آیا ہے مدینہ
ہر بات بتا دوں گی جب پوچھے گی سغرا بالوں کی سفیدی کا بتلاؤں سبب کیا مدینہ گھبرائی ہے زینب آیا ہے مدینہ گھبرائی ہے زینب آیا ہے مدینہ گھبرائی ہے جی ماتمی مولا سلامت رکھے سب مل کے پڑھے ماشاءاللہ مدینہ ہے گھبرائی ہے زینب
آیا ہے مدینہ
ہے گھبرائی ہے زینب
آیا ہے مدینہ
ہر زخم سنا دے گا احوال سفر کا پھٹ جائے نہ دل اس کا جب دیکھے گی سغرا پیشانی سجا اور سرخ پسینہ گھبرائی ہے زینب آیا ہے مدینہ گھبرائی ہے زینب آیا ہے مدینہ گھبرائی ہے زینب آیا ہے مدینہ ہے گھبرائی جی ہم آدمی آیا ہے مدینہ ہے گھبرائی ہے
زینب آیا ہے مدینہ
حجروں میں جو جاؤں گی میں اونو محمد کے اس دل کو گھبرائی ہے زینب آیا ہے مدینہ گھبرائی ہے زینب آیا ہے مدینہ ہے گھبرائی جیو ماتمی الوداع مصرع پیش کر رہا ہوں مدینہ ہے گھبرائی ہے زینب آیا ہے مدینہ گھبرائی ہے
آیا ہے مدینہ
زینب کی وہ عابد بیمار تھا وہ مل کے بلنداز میں ہاں وہ عابد بیمار تھا وہ عابد بیمار تھا چلنے سے جو اور شام کا حسین
یا حسین
شبیر کی وہ لاڈلی شبیر کی وہ لاڈلی سینے پہ جو شاہ کے پلی سینے پہ جو شاہ کے پلی جس کی اب دیدار یا حسین یا حسین
Ya Hussein, 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 یا رب حق زہرا توفیق یہ عطا ہو دیدار کربلا یا رب حق زہرا توفیق یہ عطا ہو جو عرض کربلا ہے ہر سوا ہے اس خاک لہو ملا ہے ہر نادوا مرض کی یہ خاک ہی دوا ہو توفیق یہ عطا ہو یار دیدار میں بھی تو ماتمی ہوں ذاکر ہوں سیدہ کا نوحہ پڑھا ہے میں نے ہم شکل مصطفیٰ کا اس ذاکری کا میری اس ذاکری کا میری قسمت میں یہ صلاح ہو مرنے سے پہلے یارا دیدار کربلا شب میں یا رب نماز شب میں بس یہ دعا کروں میں کچھ دیر اس زمین پر مجلس بپا کروں میں
हर मातमी के लब पर हर दम यही दुआ हो, मरने से पहले यारा दीदार करबला हो। यारा बेहक तौफीक ये अता हो, मरने से पहले यारा दीदार यारा बेहक ज़हरा। सब मिलके बुलंदाज में पढ़िएगा। यारा बेहक ज़हरा तौफीक ये अता हो, मरने से पहले यारा दीदारे करबला हो। यारा बेहक ज़हरा तौफीक ये अता हो, मरने से पहले यारा दीदार करबला हो। बराए ताजील ज़हूर इमाम ज़मान आवाज़ बुलंद सलावत। السلام عليك يا رسول الله، السلام عليك يا أمير المؤمنين، السلام عليك يا فاطمة الزهراء، السلام عليك يا حسن المجتبى، السلام عليك يا أبا عبد الله ورحمة الله وبركاته. السلام عليك يا مولى وابن مولى، السلام عليك يا غريب الغرباء، السلطان أبا الحسن علي بن موسى الرضا، كن شفيعنا وشفيع والدينا في يوم الجزاء ورحمة الله وبركاته. السلام عليك يا مولانا يا صاحب العصر والزمان، سيدي الأمان 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 من فتنة الزمان. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. اللهم كن لوليك الحجة ابن الحسن صلواتك عليه وعلى آبائه في هذه الساعة وفي كل ساعة، وليا وحافظا وقائدا وناصرا وذليلا وعينا، حتى تسكنه أرضك توعا وتمتعه فيها طويلا برحمتك يا أرحم الراحمين.